Hi guys, hope you're well. We're going to cook. I don't think I've ever cooked on here, but I just wanted to do a little chit chat and I'm making some bombers and I figured I'd take y'all on the ride with me. Why not, right? So let me see if I can get this laptop close enough here where I can read your comments while we're there we go. Hold on a second. Yeah. Oh, there we go. All right. Scoop this out a little bit more. Hey, all right. Now I can actually. All right. So obviously I can't talk back too much, but I'm here. I'm looking at y'all's comments. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Nikki. Babe. I think I'm looking for you. Now there's a lot of Nikki's. And I don't know if you're the same one. I tried to look for some messages that we had exchanged in DM on Instagram regarding a video that was made about you and your parenting. Is this the same Nikki? If not, I'm looking for that Nikki. So I need to talk to you. So, what I'm making right now, guys, I'm making some bombers, okay? And essentially, the way that this is done, the way that I do it anyway, is I get whole jalapenos, fairly cheap. Okay, you're not on IG. Okay, so not the right Nikki, but Nikki, I need you to get in touch with me. It's about that video that crackhead over there did about you. So hit me up, okay? What's up, Chupacabra? All right, so what I'm making is some bombers. Now, I'm by myself tonight, and so to me, bombers are a meal, okay? So what I do is I cut the ends off. I cut them in half. These are fresh jalapeno peppers, okay? Not pickled. These are fresh, and I try to make it as even as possible when I cut them, which I did. I sucked at that one, but that's okay. That'll be a nice deep one to eat. All right, so again, I cut them in half. Give me a sec. All right, and then what I'm going to do involves sharp cheddar cheese. Sometimes you can mix up the cheese. You can do like a little Colby Jack, bacon, and cream cheese. And it's pretty simple. Now, people do it various different ways. I particularly like to do it this way. I like to half mine. And the easiest way to get the insides out of a jalapeno pepper, to be completely honest with you, is with a spoon. So what you want to get out, unless you want heat, now you can't stuff this, right? But what you do, you just kind of work your way up with the edge of the spoon. Go back around, okay? Come back down and get that, get the seeds out or whatever. Now, if I was to leave like this piece, this little white lining inside, it'd be pretty hot, especially this time of year because of spring. But what I do is I just go up under there and take it right on out. Now, I personally leave a little bit of white because I like that heat, okay? That's just me. And then I set it in my pan because I'm going to stuff them with a mixture of cream cheese, sharp cheddar, and then I'm going to wrap it with bacon. So again, Get all the white out. Now, you should be doing this with gloves. Typically, I would do this with gloves if I was doing like a whole crap load of them, but I'm only doing 5 peppers, so I'm not really concerned about, my hands burning. But if you do too many jalapeno peppers without gloves on, your hands will burn, honey. Let me tell you. Now, y'all want to hear a funny ass story? I am not kidding you. So, me and the old man, one day I was making, because I'm from Texas, baby. I love heat. We love, jalapenos and heat and stuff like that. So, y'all, I'm not even kidding you. So, one day I'm making some salsa, and I make homemade salsa. And I also make homemade pico de gallo, right? So one day I'm making some homemade salsa, and that involved me cutting up some jalapenos, right? So I'm cutting up the jalapenos, y'all, and I got the salsa all made. And yeah, the thing about it was I made a huge bowl of jalapenos because I have family coming over. So I had probably cut up a fair amount of jalapenos. But this wasn't just any jalapeno, okay? These jalapenos, guys, was super, super hot. And see, like when you get the white strip, all you got to do is just go down underneath it with your spoon. It'll come right on out, season off. Again, you can continue to get as much white out as you want, by doing that. But I like a little heat. Anyway, guys, we felt like being a little frisky, right? So, of course, all right. So I took a bite of the salsa, and he took a bite of the salsa because it was just so good. You know how when you make something and you immediately take a bite of it or whatever? Well, that's kind of what we did, right? Well, the salsa was hot. It was hotter than what I expected. And again, I used quite a few jalapenos. This was at least probably 15, 16 years ago when I first started making salsa. And I probably just, I just did too much, right? So we're feeling frisky. And we get to, kissing and all that kind of stuff. And all of us, and then, we get down to the nitty gritty where, we do a little bit of, some of that special stuff only husbands and wives do with each other, right? Licking on something, sucking on something. I mean, I'm just being honest, y'all. But immediately, because we had ate some of the salsa that was brutally hot from those jalapenos, all of a sudden we're both sitting there and we're like, wait a minute, hold up. I was like, wait a minute, get up. I'm burning. Oh shit. When I tell y'all, me and that man jumped in that shower so quick trying to get some cold water on us down there. yo, I'm not kidding. We jumped into that shower so quick because I was burning, he was burning, and it was because of them damn jalapeno peppers, man. I swear I've never experienced nothing like that before, man. Those were some really hot ass jalapenos. And it was like right in, when spring was ending and summer was beginning. So, peppers be the hottest, especially down here in Texas. Like they'd be the hottest during that time of year. So anyway, back to what I was doing. Let me just rinse that off here. So, you know, we were in that shower about 30 minutes, and it seems like no matter what we did, we could not get the burning to stop. But after a couple hours, it did, or whatnot. But it just kind of goes to show y'all. I'm not kidding you. That you got to be careful with jalapeno peppers, okay? You got to be really super careful. Especially when you want to engage in fellatio with your husband or your wife. My husband would die if he knew I was telling y'all this, but it's true. It happened, man. I kid you not. It was insane. Um, but you know, we look back at it now and we just laugh about it. You know, shit happens. Our kids were really young then, and it was just crazy. But man, I'll tell you what. I was always careful about how I handled jalapenos after that. Y'all should have seen us fighting over that shower. You know, we was in an apartment back then. Y'all should have seen us fighting over that shower cat, or you know, the shower thing that, you know, who was trying to get up under there to get some cool water. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was horrible. It was horrible. But anyway, that's a real life, true story, y'all. True Leak story, I swear. All right, so then what I do next is I take Philadelphia cream cheese. I don't get generic because generic just has a different taste to it. I don't know what it is, but I like I get the Philadelphia, but I used to not get it whipped, but now I do. And the reason for that is that I'll show you why. It makes it so much easier for what I'm about to do next. So basically, I'm going to take these beautiful jalapeno peppers and I'm going to stuff them with cream cheese and cheddar cheese. And when you get it whipped already, it makes it so much easier to stir the cheese in, okay? So basically, I get a big bowl. No need for a mixer or nothing like that. I just get a big bowl and a spoon. I swear, I make these things probably 3 times a week, if not more. And then after that, let me throw this away. Man, I just had a case of deja vu then. After that, I take cheese. They gave me mild cheddar, but I've got some sharp cheddar in the fridge. It's okay. I've got some other cheese. So basically, a whole bag. I use a whole bag. So that was a 12-ounce container of whipped Philly cream cheese. I'm going to use a whole bag of cheese here. But what I like to do is I like to mix it up. I especially like putting in the 18-month aged by Sargento extra sharp cheddar cheese because I absolutely love sharp cheddar. I love it. I love it. I love it. I also have some Mexican cheese that I'm going to put in here. It's not necessary. It's a fancy shred. Fancy shred means that it's, you know, shredded really small. Okay. Same with the cheddar cheese. It just makes it easier to mix. And I mean, I put a hell of a lot of cheese in there. Literally, it equates to a whole bag, 2 cups. Now, Am I going to put all of this inside these jalapenos, these 10 bombers? No. I'm going to put the green. Once I get done stuffing these, I've got more jalapeno peppers in my refrigerator that I will use, and basically this mixture that I'm making right here, as you can see, I'm mixing it up. This mixture that I'm making here, all I'll do is just, make some more jalapeno bombers with it. I'll just put it, I've got a sealed top on it, and I'll put it in the fridge and let it wait and sit around and wait for the next batch of bombers that I make. My family really enjoys these, especially as appetizers. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I could eat this. I eat this for dinner. Matter of fact, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm the only one here tonight, and this is my dinner. And then after that, for dessert, I got my favorite ice cream. I actually like strawberry, but Rocky Road, baby. Rocky Road. So, what y'all know about this? Anybody know about boudin? I know some of y'all, some of y'all here from the South know about boudin. I know that. Not everybody knows about boudin. Boudin is a really, really good sausage. I love boudin, especially on the grill. So anyway, I mix this together. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Mix it, mix it, mix it. To where I have, basically it's like I got the 12 ounce of whipped Philadelphia cream cheese. And then I've got my shredded cheddar cheese. Now, I've also used like the thick, chunky cheddar cheese shreds, but I like the fancy shred, the where it's shredded really fine. It just seems to melt better to me. So I mix this up, and essentially it starts looking like this, right? So it starts looking like this. Just mix it up in there real good. Get that cheese mixed up in there. Man, when I tell y'all this is so good, these bombers, oh my God. Woo, they're so good. All right, so I've got this mixture. I will not be able to use all this, obviously, on my bombers right here. But believe me, I will save this for the next batch. And I have more jalapenos in the fridge. So then I take the jalapeno, right? And actually I have another basket here. I'll put them over here in this one for now. So we'll start with this one. Okay, remember I cut it in half. I de-seeded it. I'm going to take this. I'm just going to stuff it on in there. Okay, with a spoon. It's just easier with a spoon. Okay. Your hands are going to get a little dirty. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. This is not, it doesn't take long to do this. All right, and that's basically what it looks like, okay? It's a jalapeno pepper stuffed, okay? And then I'm going to set it in here because remember, there's one last ingredient that I have to put on this, bacon, okay? Now, take the next one, stuff it. Man, when I tell y'all these are so good. Ooh, they're so good. Now, while I'm doing this, thank y'all for reminding me. I'm going to put my oven on bake, 375, and start. I did it at 350 before, but it just takes too long. 375 seems to be about that perfect temperature for these. And I've been making these for years. I also make chicken enchiladas, a pretty good chicken enchilada. And I use cream cheese for that too, believe it or not. All right. Still stuffing them, y'all. And I mean, it's not hard to get, to stuff these. You can use your finger because it's kind of palatable, where you can just like push it down on in there. You know what I'm saying? That right here. Now, knowing as many times as I've made these and as many times as I've used these square pans, I know that I can comfortably fit 8 bombers in here. Isn't that sad? But I promise you, I will get 10 in this square pan. I promise you that. I promise. All right. So we've got that. We've got that one stuffed. All right. Make sure they're on their backs, because I'm going to show you something that I do with the bacon. Now, I have been known to apply the bacon on my bombers in a variety of ways. I have actually wrapped the bacon around my bombers, but I've also found that a different strategy or a different way recently that I actually like better. See how I'm just, stuffing that in there, right? And so as you can see, I got 5 in there, y'all. So now I'm going to turn this one this way. So we got, you see what I'm saying? The fat side facing and got the pointed end toward the back. Grab this one up. And I'm going to have so much more of this stuffing for my next batch, which I'll probably make tomorrow. This cream cheese and cheddar cheese mix, it's good in the refrigerator for a little while. I mean, it's not, it is a dairy product. So just be mindful of that. But, it looks like I kind of tore that a little bit, but that's okay. And I'm going to stick that one right off in there, flat on her back. We've got 3 more to go, y'all. 3 more to go, and then I'm going to show you what I do with the bacon. All right. Very easy, very quick. It doesn't take long to do this at all. I love this meal. And when they come out and, they're like cheesy, the peppers, they're not hot because you took all the white lining out. As long as you take the seeds out and you remove the white lining on the inside of the jalapeno pepper, it will not be hot. I promise you. And so as long as you remove that, this is safe enough even for kids to eat. And so it's just it's a great appetizer, like I said, if you want to make it as an appetizer. And you can do these on the grill too, guys. Like I do mine in the oven, but you can put these on the grill as well. Now I've did this before too. I've literally taken, a pepper, cut it in half, stuffed each side, and then put it back together with a toothpick and wrapped bacon around it like that. All right, now we got it. So now this is what we're looking at here, okay? Now, let me get this off because we don't need any more stuffing. Give me a second. I'm gonna wash my hands. All right, I'm gonna put my top on. Put this in the fridge so I can have the rest, I can have that for my next set of bombers. Now, I have a brand new pack of bacon here. Okay. Center cut is the bacon that I prefer. It's just I like it. They used to make a prosciutto cut, and it was really really thin, and I really liked that because I would wrap that around these suckers. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do this a different way because honestly, I have so many damn jalapenos in my refrigerator right now and bombers and more cream cheese and stuff I'm going to make. I'm going to be very, I don't need a whole piece of bacon on every single jalapeno, okay? So essentially, I'm going to take 5 pieces of bacon out, and I washed my scissors before I went live. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's because I have 10 bombers here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this bacon in half. Okay. And again, I already washed my knife, my scissors with soap and water. And then what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to lay out a piece of bacon on top of each bomber. So instead of wrapping it around the bombers, which is, more sodium and all that type of stuff, I'm going to put the bacon on, just half the bacon and put it on like this. And there's I saved those for the fatter jalapenos, right? See that? Just lay it over. Okay. All right. And then one last piece here. All right. So give me a second here. Wash my hands. All right, and this, you guys, is the finished product. That's what's going to go in the oven. So I'm going to do. I'm at. Here, let me go on camera. So basically, I put the oven on 375, and I preheated the oven basically, and this is what we're gonna throw in there. It's almost like a casserole, huh? And what's going to happen is it's going to cook, and that the jalapeno bombers are going to become soft. If you've ever had like bell peppers where, they put like meat inside the green bell pepper and the bell pepper was really nice and soft. If that's how these jalapeno peppers will be, and they won't be spicy because I stripped all of the white lining out. So yeah, we're going to open up the oven. And we're going to throw it on in. Now, these bombers, they will cook maybe, I would say 20 to 30 minutes. It's crazy because I've never, I've not timed it because I just know when they're ready. You'll know when they're ready. The bacon will be, nice and brown, and it will be, somewhat crisp. To those of you that like your bacon not so crisp and maybe like it a little bit softer but cooked, and the cream cheese and the cheese will kind of swell up, and the bell peppers will be nice and soft. And so if you're on like a soft diet and you can't eat or chew into things, you can make a meal like that without the bacon on it, and it's so soft. I mean, it's not soup soft, but it is a soft type of meal to eat, especially like if you had like a teeth issues or something like that and you wanted something good to eat. This would be a good one because you don't have to chew stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted to go live, and just I don't think I've ever did cooking on live. So who else on here? Wow, I've got 30 people watching me do this. Oh, well, thank you, Cheryl. It's good with turkey bacon too. I've never tried turkey bacon. I may have to try that. I may have to try that. I have never did it with turkey bacon. But much love, guys. It's good to see you guys. Rachel, I didn't see you yesterday, but I wanted you to know that I went through, made moderator changes. You are one of the few that are left. And so, just FYI, I didn't want you to be surprised. It wasn't anything personal. One of the things is I chose to remove any content creators, and so that they're not moderators, because there's just different reasons why. And I would encourage any content creator who is out here making a YouTube channel, don't have any content creators as your moderators. The only exception to my situation is Queen, Mrs. Meat, and there was one other person. But anyway, guys, that's it. Nikki, I'm looking for you. Nikki, I'm looking for you. So hit me up on the DM, chick. We talked before on Instagram about a certain individual and about a certain video. Hey, Robert's girl. I will. So what I'll do is I'll take a photo when it's done and I'll post it on my community board when it's done. So. But much love, guys. I had fun doing this. You guys make it for your family. You see how easy it is. It's super easy to do. And I promise your family will really enjoy it, black and white. All right, guys. Talk to you later.